Now on 18 Eyewitness News.
The Fredericktown Police Department is starting a canine unit. Farmington works on bringing in industrial development, and St. Francis County moves to first-class status. All of these stories are coming up.
Another cold weekend's in store for southeast Missouri. All the details coming up in your Storm Tracker weather forecast.
Coverage you can count on. This is 18 Eyewitness News.
Hello, everybody. Thanks for joining us. I'm Fred Dawkins, and here are the top stories we're working on for you at this hour. The Fredericktown Police Department is starting a canine unit. Captain Eric Hovis tells 18 Eyewitness News that they're being given a trained dog, which normally costs $12,000 to $14,000. He says the dogs are so expensive because of their training.
They can track, missing persons. It can sniff for 5 different narcotics, and at the end it does apprehensions. You put all that dog, multi-purpose, a dog, and the training just goes through the roof. That's why they can get so much money out of these dogs.
Captain Hovis says the department started a canine fund to solicit donations to cover the fees, training, and expenses with starting the canine unit, as well as the ongoing cost. And he was amazed by the community's support.
And the outpouring of the local businesses and citizens, the support is just makes me proud to even be from Fredericktown, Madison County. It's amazing. People are calling and they're in full support of us. And it just makes me proud.
Captain Hovis says the startup money has been raised, and Officer Danny Curtis is leaving this Sunday to begin his 2-week training period in North Carolina with the canine. Well, now Dustin Kopp is here with a look at our first forecast. Dustin, any chance of snow?
Good evening, Fred. Good evening, everybody. Looking at current conditions out through southeast Missouri right now. They're in the 30s, 31 right now in Festus, 35 in Ironton, Piedmont 33 and 34 in Poplar Bluff. Going through the evening hours, clear skies, 7 p.m. temperature 29 degrees, 28 by 9. By midnight, a temperature of 26. Will we see any snow on your Saturday? I'll let you know coming up later in your Storm Tracker weather forecast.
Over the last year, most of the development or potential development in Farmington has been focused on retail businesses. City Administrator Greg Beavers tells 18 Eyewitness News that industrial development frequently occurs when a local person creates a product and sets up a factory to produce it. The other way is to recruit a business that's looking for a site.
Typically what happens there, they contact Missouri Department of Economic Development and say, we're looking for a site in the Midwest or a site, west of the Mississippi River. And we submit proposals to any of them with regard to what we're willing to do for those particular kinds of industries.
Beaver says on the average, they're responding to those requests for proposals about once a month. He says manufacturers are pressing for the best possible deal with land and buildings for free or almost free.
And we have some nice incentives we can put on the table. We can work with Missouri Department of Economic Development. We have local incentives we can provide. But the jobs have to be right. They have to be, as good quality of jobs as we can recruit in.
One new industrial resident to Farmington will be U.S. Tool, which is moving into the former Little Tykes building. Beavers believes as the company gets settled into the new facility, new jobs will be created. On Tuesday, St. Francis County became a first-class county. 2nd District Commissioner Patrick Mullins says the change had virtually no impact on residents, although some paperwork and job titles did change.
Before January 1st, our road superintendent who worked at the county barn, his name is Wendell Jarvis, a very well-respected man. His job title was changed to highway administrator. With that being said, there's no, poor fella's not getting a raise or anything like that.
Mullins says the commission and a citizens committee studied the issue and felt there were no negatives to moving to a first-class county.
One of the big positives that we feel that will be first class is, once again, we feel that it could bring in economic development for our county.
Mullins points to the Highway 67 project as an engine to help drive economic development as well. Bollinger County residents can learn more about continued improvements to Route 34 at a public hearing Tuesday afternoon. Missouri Department of Transportation project designer Jeff Watcher describes the upcoming project.
It's going to be widening and paving 6-foot shoulders from just east of Hurricane Creek, which is just east of Marble Hill, to the Route 34-72 intersection just west of Jackson. Like I said, we'll be paving 6-foot shoulders and then also improving some side slopes.
Watcher says the hearing will give folks a chance to learn more about the 15-mile project.
It'll be an open house format in that, so people can just come and go as they please in that, and there'll be MoDOT representatives there in that to speak to any individuals that have questions in that about the project.
The Route 34 public hearing will be Tuesday afternoon from 4 until 7 at the Burfordville Baptist Church on Route HH. The contract is expected to be let toward the end of the year, with construction to begin in 2014. And when we come back on 18 Eyewitness News, MoDOT grants will be funding projects in Deloge and Doniphan. Those stories coming up on 18 Eyewitness News.
For 15 years, Heartland Furniture and Appliance has been the leader in price for Restonic bedding. Whirlpool built Crossley appliances, Frigidaire appliances, sofa sets, recliners, accent furniture, and White's metal detectors. Same-day delivery with no waiting. We are fast becoming this area's leader in the home furnishing and appliance business. Need a little cash? Payday loans are available in each store. We'd love to have you come see us at one of our 3 locations on both sides of Main Street in Piedmont, Business 60 in Dexter, and next to Current River Ford in Doniphan. Heartland Furniture and Appliance, 223-3200.
Let it wash you this morning. Oh, the blood of Jesus shed for me. What a sacrifice that saved my life. With the blood, it is my victory.
How can heat also be cool? When it comes from targeted induction technology, which uses electromagnetic waves to quick heat your pan, boiling up to 40% faster, while the surface around it stays perfectly cool to the touch. It's faster, hotter, and, well, cooler.
Hi, Bob Seabaugh at Seabaugh Furniture and Appliance. Come and see this and other great features and benefits that will amaze you. Now on sale at Seabaugh Furniture and Appliance in downtown Fredericktown.
You're watching 18 Eyewitness News with Fred Dawkins and Chief Weathercaster Dustin Kopp. 18 Eyewitness News continues.
The city of Deloge will be adding to their system of trails. Administrator Greg Camp tells 18 Eyewitness News that the city will receive a grant from the Missouri Department of Transportation to fund the first phase of construction of the new Walnut Trail,
which would extend from where the Cantwell Trail is at Harding and Walnut Street, and would extend to the west down to about Lincoln Street.
Camp says the city has used the transportation enhancement grants to build a number of trails around Deloge.
We've used these enhancement projects in the past, these enhancement grant funds in the past, to do the Parkside Trail just last year in the city park, and a couple of years ago, the Cantwell Connector Trail project.
Camp says the $298,000 grant will cover 80% of the $370,000 project. Well, Doniphan residents can look forward to a new, extensive sidewalk in their community. The city has received a $99,000 grant from the Missouri Department of Transportation to fund the project. City Clerk Connie Teslow tells 18 Eyewitness News that the new sidewalk will start in Riverfront Park.
It's actually for a boat launch, and this would go past our city ballpark, and we have a couple of ball fields down there, some t-ball fields down there. We have a big summer ballpark program that's hugely successful.
Connie says they hope the new sidewalk will connect one park to another.
I'm thinking that it'll work its way from our ballparks to our downtown area, our historic district, to what we refer to as Heritage Park.
While the project doesn't have a start date, Mayor Terry Cooper estimates the sidewalk can be finished in 30 days. A successful manhunt by the Poplar Bluff Police Department resulted in 3 arrests, as well as the seizure of drugs, paraphernalia, and several firearms. 30-year-old Stephen Wayne Anderson was taken into custody on warrants for robbery and statutory rape. 55-year-old Danny Reed Sr. was arrested on charges of unlawful possession of firearms by a convicted felon, harboring a fugitive, and possession of a controlled substance. 41-year-old Dorothy Eskridge was charged with possession of a controlled substance. All 3 are being held in the Butler County Jail. Authorities say they were tipped off that Anderson was hiding out at Reed's residence.
Will we see any snow over the weekend? I have all the details when we come back. We'll be right back.
When someone comes in a Mineral Area's emergency department, our focus is giving them the best treatment in the quickest manner possible. We track every single patient, sending the doctors information before they even walk in the room. We have dedicated X-ray and CT equipment in our emergency department. We don't have to waste any time running all over the hospital. We know that minutes count in an emergency, and you can count on ER Plus at Mineral Area Regional Medical Center.
With extended hours, let the UPS store pack and ship your gifts.
Hi, I'm Steve from the UPS store in Farmington, Missouri. Me and my staff would like to wish you and yours a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Now, here's your Storm Tracker 18 weather forecast with Chief Weathercaster Dustin Kopp.
And welcome back. Looking at weather headlines for southeast Missouri. It's nothing different except, well, nothing different at all. We're going to continue to see this cold air for the next couple of days. Warmer air does filter in next week. However, we're still going to be on the cool side. But for tomorrow, there is a chance of a wintry mix, but it's nothing impressive. Currently here in southeast Missouri, temperatures are cold out there. We're seeing temperatures in the 30s right now. 31 in Festus, St. Genevieve and Fredericktown 32, as well as in Cape Girardeau 33 in Piedmont, and 33 right now in Van Buren. Currently here at the studio, clear sky and 31 degrees, and it feels like 23 out there. Current dew point 20, 63% humidity, and a southwest wind at 9 miles per hour. Going through the day, on your Saturday, we do have a chance of some snow mixing in with some rain. It's going to be an off and on occurrence throughout the day on your Saturday. By Saturday evening, we should get that all out, and we'll see colder temperatures for tomorrow night. 20 degrees for your overnight low, and we're going to see temperatures in the 20s for overnight temperatures. Clear skies, but clouds start to increase throughout the day. Tomorrow, we'll also see a temperature around 42, 43 degrees. The further south you go, warmer, and there won't be any moisture in the air too much down to our south. If you see any, it'll be mostly rain, but a mixture of some snow here in the Farmington area and north. But the next several days, we'll see a warm up by the end of next week. It looks like temperatures are going to be on the cool side for Sunday, 29 degrees, partly sunny, mostly sunny on Monday, high of 39. Tuesday, Wednesday, partly sunny, high of 41. Then some showers in the area on Thursday, high of 49, maybe a couple degrees warmer than that. That's kind of an iffy question right now. We're still working on that. And then on Friday, we'll see a mostly cloudy sky and a high of 42. Another look at our weekend forecast here in southeast Missouri. 42 degrees on Saturday with a wintry mix possible, low of 19. Then on Sunday, high of 29 and a low of 17 under a partly sunny sky. That's check out your Storm Tracker weather forecast. More details located at KDKZ18.com. Just click on the weather tab.
Coming up on today's 2-minute tour of Missouri, Democratic Senator Claire McCaskill joins 2 Republicans in calling out the federal government. Former Senator Kit Bond has a new job, and the show will go on in Eureka. Today's 2-minute tour of Missouri starts in Washington, D.C., where Democratic Senator Claire McCaskill is joining 2 Republican colleagues for calling out the federal agencies to move ahead with plans to close a 1,500-foot gap in the St. Johns Bayou and New Madrid floodway. Now, the project got the go-ahead back in 2006, but was halted a year later over concerns raised by environmental groups. In September, Republican Senator Roy Blunt and U.S. Representative Joanne Emerson complained that the Obama administration took action to stall the project. Another story with a Washington dateline: during his 24 years in Congress, Kit Bond helped funnel federal dollars to Kansas City. Bond is now as Kansas City's new federal lobbyist, and officials hope the retired senator still has some influence. Although the city gets ample support from congressional Democrats, officials say that's not enough in today's divided Congress, and they need someone with strong Republican ties. Climatologists say the storms, which recently covered parts of the U.S. with snow, will not be enough to ease the nation's drought. In fact, they say it would take historic snowfalls, an absurd amount, to undo the damage inflicted by one of the driest years on record. The biggest reason is that it takes about a foot of snow, depending on density, to equal just 1 inch of water. Well, it looks like the show will go on for the Great Passion Play in Eureka Springs. The president of an Oklahoma-based Christian radio network says it raised $75,000 to stop a foreclosure. The long-running production, involving more than 150 actors and animals, tells the story of Jesus' life and death. Money woes led to the production's collapse in late last year. The Great Passion Play will now open on schedule in May and run a full season. And that's your 2-minute tour of Missouri for today. Coming up in today's Your Life segment on 18 Eyewitness News, cabin fever. Have you and the kids been going a little crazy? Well, help's on the way in today's Focus on the Family.
Your Health is brought to you by Parkland Health Mart Pharmacy. Parkland Health Mart Pharmacy of Deloge. We're caring for you and about you is our business. From taking time to explain your medication, offering a caring touch, to a full line of medical equipment, supplies, and diabetic shoes. We'll help you understand your options and assist you with Medicare drug plan enrollment with a comfortable waiting area, convenient drive-through or free delivery. Caring for our neighbors is our business. Your locally owned Parkland Health Mart Pharmacy, just off of Highway 67 at the Deloge exit.
Depending on where you live and how kind the weatherman has been to you lately, you may already be suffering from a serious case of cabin fever. Dr. Bill Meyer has some tips for you and your kids in today's Focus on the Family.
Just feel like you're getting cramped inside, you got to go out and do something.
Phil's describing how he feels when cold weather has kept him indoors too long. Cabin fever can hit kids especially hard.
Oh, there's one in the water.
So braving a trip to the zoo has become one of their favorite antidotes.
Kids are kinetic by nature for the most part. They like to be active and do things. So if they're stuck inside and not able to do the kind of things they enjoy doing, helps for parents to move into that, I think, and help them to be active. Go outside, make a snowman, have a snowball fight.
We almost look forward to the snow sometimes because it gives us something new to do outside.
When it gets cold outside, what do you like to do? When it's really cold and snowing?
Play in the snow because it's fun.
Even if you live in a snowy climate, don't let winter weather keep you inside all season long. Bundle the kids up and take advantage of opportunities that milder weather doesn't offer.
You know, we got neighborhood trails that we can walk through.
Things look different when the snow is all over the trees and the ground.
Or for something really different, try those warmer weather activities even though it's cold.
Just get on your bikes, go for some walks, plan some outings, go on some picnics.
Now, there's nothing wrong with settling down by the fire with a nice cup of cocoa either, but your kids will get tired of that before you do. Have other ideas in mind to keep them busy, even when the weather really is too frightful to go outside. Table games, baking cookies are a couple of favorites. But if things are really desperate, you can always dream of this last resort.
Go to Florida.
For Focus on the Family, I'm Dr. Bill Meyer.
For more valuable information on life's issues, relationships, and family, please visit our website, kdkz18.com. Click on the Focus on the Family link. Time now to take a look at our plugged-in movie review this week on 18 Eyewitness News.
Oh my. I got it.
Put it on hold.
I know.
Put it on hold.
I'm trying.
Put it on hold.
I can't.
Put it on hold.
It's right there.
On hold.
I'm going to start a fire here.
The movie Parental Guidance focuses on the Simmons family of 5. To say mom and dad are helicopter parents would be an understatement. In addition to extreme hovering, mom insists on health food for the kids and disallows the word no in her home. She makes sure her middle child plays on a Little League baseball team that doesn't keep score.
How is that possible?
They hit until they get on base.
Maps out her daughter's future, including college plans, and does nothing to discourage her youngest from having an imaginary friend. When dad needs to go out of town, he encourages his wife to join him. But to do that will mean her parents will need to do the babysitting.
Phil has to go away next week, and we need someone to watch the kids. So I was wondering, would you want to?
We'd love to.
This set of grandparents hasn't shown much interest in their grandkids, and mom is not too sure that if she lets them babysit, that they'll follow her myriad of family rules. Well, perhaps they should trust a bit more. Or should they? With Billy Crystal and Bette Midler playing the grandparents, it's almost a given that this comedy will generate some laughs along the way, which it does. But more importantly, the film has a heart of gold, showing that families thrive when love prevails. What's more, it illustrates that learning to bend on bendable matters is healthy. On the downside, some bathroom humor and a few scenes or lines that have grandpa and grandma being less than stellar role models on occasion. Still, overall, Parental Guidance deserves 4 yogurt-based desserts out of 5 for family friendliness. For an in-depth review of this film, or really anything else at your local theater, be sure to check out PluggedIn.com or download one of our smartphone apps. Plugging you into the movies, I'm Bob Waliszewski for Focus on the Family's Plugged In Movie Review.
For more valuable information on current movies, DVD releases, as well as music, games, and TV shows, please visit our website, KDKZ18.com, and click on the Plugged In Movie Review link.
Coming up in sports, the Cardinals have a unique problem: too many good young pitchers. The Rams have a good reason to cheer for division rival Seattle this weekend, and Mizzou hosts Bucknell in their final non-conference game Saturday at home.
Tips to make you money delivered daily. The totally free Money Talks newsletter. Sign up now and get my money makeover video, a $50 value, as my gift. MoneyTalksNews.com.
Attention, Accutane warning. If you have Crohn's disease, ulcerative colitis, or inflammatory bowel disease, it may have been caused by the acne drug Accutane. Accutane victims have recently been awarded millions of dollars. Do not delay. There are time deadlines to file a claim.
Call the Rely On Group now to be connected with an experienced attorney. There is absolutely no risk on your part. You don't owe us a penny unless we are successful.
Call the Rely On Group at 800-698-3105.
If you have diabetes and you're on Medicare, call now to get the new talking meter. These new meters are more accurate, they're easier to use, and the best news is you don't have to prick your fingers anymore. Arriva makes it simple. They bill Medicare directly. There are no upfront costs, and they deliver your supplies right to your door for free.
For more information, call 1. This is Sports Zone, only on 18 Eyewitness News.
Well, with pitchers and catchers expected to report at spring training in about 6 weeks, the Cardinals have a very unique problem: what to do with all their good young pitchers. If all of their veteran starters are healthy, the Cardinals appear to have an open rotation spot, which based on last year will probably go first to Lance Lynn. That leaves Shelby Miller, Trevor Rosenthal, and Joe Kelly. The Cardinals could use 1 or 2 in the bullpen, and there's also the option of sending any of the trio back to AAA to stay stretched out as a starter. While there seems to be a logjam for jobs, the starting pitching depth could be key in case of injury or ineffectiveness. The Rams have a good reason to cheer for division rival Seattle this weekend. Their loss to the Seahawks this past Sunday gave the Rams the 16th overall pick in the first round in 2013. However, the Rams have an additional first-round pick as a part of last March's trade enabling Washington, who drafted Robert Griffin III. So, if Seattle beats Washington in Sunday's playoff game, the Rams could pick up with the 21st overall. But if the Redskins win, the pick will be even later in the first round. The 12th-ranked Mizzou Tigers' final non-conference game this season could be tough as a veteran Bucknell squad visits Columbia on Saturday afternoon. Bucknell is off to its best start in school history with 13 wins already this year. Mizzou is looking for its 11th non-conference win and remain undefeated at home in non-league play for the 7th consecutive season. Overall, the Tigers have won 72 consecutive home games, versus non-conference opponents since the end of the 2005-2006 season. And that's today in sports. Fred and Dustin, guys, it's back to you.
Thanks a lot, Aaron. Looking at your forecast for the rest of this evening, clear skies and cold temperatures. 29 degrees at 7 p.m., 28 by 9. By midnight, a temperature of 26. That does it for 18 Eyewitness News tonight at 6. Newswatch is next. And don't forget to check out our website, KDKZ18.com. We'll see you back here tonight at 10 o'clock.
Do you see? Coming up tonight on KDKZ Channel 18.